The battlefield of Cryon, 6 burned red beneath 2 suns. Ash spiraled through the wind like ghostly snow, falling over shattered ships and broken armor. Humanity's alliance with the Valori Dominion had been forged in desperation, and today's war was the bloodiest yet. Private Elias Ward, a soldier of Earth's 7th Expeditionary Division, dragged himself from the wreckage of an exploded carrier. His pulse hammered, and pain crackled through his ribs, probably cracked, maybe worse. He reached for his rifle, but a faint sound froze him. A child crying. Not human. Elias turned slowly. Wedged between collapsed transport crates was a small Valori boy, no more than 5 years old, pale violet skin, silver crest markings, and luminous golden eyes. Terrified. Alone. Buried alive if the debris shifted again. Elias hesitated. Valori nobles weren't just royalty. They were lethal psychic prodigies. Saving one could earn respect across worlds, or execution if mistaken for a kidnapper. But the sobbing cut through him. Hey, look at me, he whispered, dropping his weapon. I'm not here to hurt you. I promise. The boy cowered, whispering in broken Terran standard. Mama, gone. No, Elias told him softly. She's not gone. Not if I can help it. He dug through the rubble with bare, bleeding hands until the child slipped free. The boy threw himself against Elias's chest, clutching him with trembling arms. What's your name, buddy? The child sniffed. Cale Thorin. Elias's stomach dropped. He knew that name. Crown Prince Cale Thorin Valori, son of Queen Solara of the Dominion. The most protected life in the galaxy. And the war had supposedly killed him. If the Dominion learned a human soldier was holding the prince, they would assume Earth orchestrated the kidnapping. But leaving a child to die, especially one who had done nothing, was impossible. Elias tightened his grip. I'll get you home. I swear it. The boy looked up at him through tears. You promise? Elias nodded. On my life. And so it began. The journey of a vow. The nearest friendly line was 23 kilometers through contested territory crawling with enemy patrols. Elias wrapped Cale Thorin in his jacket and carried him in his arms, moving only when artillery fire masked footsteps. Hours blurred. Twice Elias nearly collapsed. Once, a hostile drone locked onto him until the boy touched its sensor panel. The machine powered down instantly, falling from the sky. You did that, Elias gasped. Cale Thorin nodded shyly. Mother told me, never use power unless danger. He had no understanding of how extraordinary he was. As night fell, they sheltered in the ruins of a comms tower. Elias tore scraps of rations into small pieces, offering them to the boy first. The child ate slowly, watching the human soldier as if trying to understand him. You hurt, Cale Thorin murmured, eyes on Elias's bruised side. I've had worse. The boy placed a tiny hand on his ribs. A warmth spread, soft, soothing. The pain faded instantly. You healed me, Elias breathed. Cale Thorin blinked, as if uncertain whether he had done something wrong. All Elias could do was smile. Thank you. The boy lay beside him, clutching his jacket like a blanket. You keep promise? Yes, Elias whispered. I'll bring you to your mother. Cale Thorin smiled faintly, voice slurring with exhaustion. You are good. Elias sat awake the rest of the night, rifle in his lap, watching over the child. The final stretch toward Dominion-controlled territory was hell. Siege tanks patrolled the ravine. Snipers waited in the shadows. And high above them, giant war cruisers burned streaks through the sky. At last, a Valori strike squad launched an ambush. Elias pushed the boy behind his body as plasma bolts cracked past them. He shouted desperately, "I'm returning the prince. Don't shoot." The squad froze, then immediately surrounded him at gunpoint. "Human hands on a royal?" the squad captain snarled. "You dare." "Save the speech," Elias growled. The kid wasn't captured. He was abandoned under rubble in the battlefield. I pulled him out. That's all. Every Valori soldier stared, speechless. No human would risk their life for an alien child.
None.
Then, a psychic voice echoed across the squad. "Bring him to me." The soldiers stepped back instantly, forming an escort. The queen had spoken. The end, a mother's return. The Dominion flagship Valeria Ascendant was like a floating cathedral, its obsidian halls glowing with sapphire veins of light. At the far end of the throne chamber stood Queen Solara Valori, radiant, terrifying, powerful beyond comprehension. Her golden eyes were dimmed with grief. Guards set their rifles to Elias's head. "Approach," the queen ordered. Elias gently set Cale Thorin on his feet. The child looked around, searching, trembling. Then, "Mother." Solara's face shattered. No longer a queen, but a mother who believed her soul had already died. She fell to her knees as Cale Thorin ran into her arms, sobbing against her. "My little star, I thought I lost you." She held him, rocked him, kissed his hair, every second a lifetime. When she finally looked up at Elias, her gaze was different. Not the stare of a monarch, but of a parent. "You saved what is most precious to me." Elias bowed. "I only did what was right." "Many claim to know what is right," she replied. "Few bleed for it." She stood, her son still in her arms. "What do you want in return? Wealth? Title? Land? Immortality? I will grant any." Elias shook his head. "I don't need payment. Just end this war before more children, human or Valori, get hurt." Whispers rippled through the court. No one asked mercy. No one spoke of peace. Solara approached him slowly, studying him with ancient eyes. "You are strange, human Elias Ward. You risked everything with no expectation of reward. The Dominion does not understand this." "Maybe," Elias said softly. "That's how peace starts." The queen placed a hand over her heart. "Then hear my decree," she said, voice echoing like thunder through the chamber. "The war ends today. By royal authority, I order an immediate ceasefire." Gasps erupted across the court. And then she added, "And let it be known, humanity is not our enemy." Cale Thorin peeked up from her shoulder and waved at Elias with a sleepy smile. "You kept promise." Elias felt something warm settle in his chest, something that wasn't pain for the first time in months. That's what people are supposed to do. Solara stepped forward and bowed her head, an act no Valori monarch had ever done to another species. "You have given me back my child," she whispered. "And in doing so, you have given my people back their future." Guards lowered their weapons. The air shifted. The war truly ended, not with fleets, not with weapons, but with a human soldier saving an alien child because it was the right thing to do. Peace, that impossible dream, began with one promise kept. And Elias Ward walked out of the throne room not as a prisoner, nor as a hero seeking glory, but simply as a man who kept his word.